Hi guys, I'm Travis Taylor from Capital City Nissan, Topeka, Kansas, also known as the Salsa Robot on YouTube. Today I'm going to take a look at this 2023 Nissan Rogue SL all-wheel drive. It's got the Monarch Orange with the black top. Let's check this thing out. Well guys, I wanted to start out with just a quick little walk around the outside of this thing. I think this thing is beautiful. With the orange paint and the black roof, I think it looks so cool. Check out these wheels. Nissan's put a 19-inch wheel on the SL model. That's an aluminum alloy. Pretty cool looking. Love the redesign they did with their headlights and fog lights. The fog lights are down here. You'll see it's a small fog light. All these are LED. So you have LED, daytime running lights, headlights, fog lights. And this thing has like an auto dimming headlight as well. You've got that V-Motion grille up front here with the Nissan logo. I'll wrap around the side here. You'll see a bit of a two-tone down here on this bottom chin. There's that gunmetallic chin spoiler going on there. You've got LED turn signals even in the power heated mirrors on the outside here. Nice little chrome trim piece along the bottom there. Of course, you'll see you've got a button for the intelligent key on the passenger door handle. The rear, every door handle's got one. You've got the molding over the wheels, ties in really nice with the body on this. Nissan designs pretty much everything in a wind tunnel. So you have a function. You've got this body line here running that air right off the back there. Wrap around taillights, headlights. Really cool exterior on these 23 Rogues. Let's look under the hood. Okay guys, under the hood here, Nissan's changed things up for 2023. They've gone to the 1.5 liter VC turbo. It's a 12 valve dual overhead cam engine with a turbocharger, putting out 201 horsepower, 225 foot-pounds of torque. Vast improvement over the 22, 21, 20 models. One of the complaints I had when I had a Rogue was it was a bit underpowered. The thing got hellacious gas mileage, but didn't have a lot of pep when you went to pass people. Big change in this year. You can definitely feel the change in horsepower. They're adding like almost 30 horsepower, I think, to these Rogues. Everything's simple under the hood. We've got our analog brake controller in the same place it used to be, which is a good, safe place back behind this strut tower. You've got your coolant overflow over here. You've got your washer fluid right here if you need to refill it. Air filter here. Brake fluid right here out in the open where you can see it if you got to check that or add a little. I recommend having everything serviced at a Nissan dealer. It's a lot easier. Those guys know what to look for. They know where you're at on service intervals, what you need to be watching for, what maintenance you need to do. But oh man, the big improvement under the hood this year. We're still using a little bit I think updated Xtronic CVT transmission that's got everything matched up to this VC turbo, but incredible powertrain in the 23 Rogue. Can't wait to take this out, test drive it, let you guys know what I think about it. But let's check out the hatch first, the cargo area. Guys, one thing I like about the Rogues, Pathfinders, everything's getting it now on our line, and I really like it on the upper trim levels, is the hands-free hatch to open the cargo area. You got stuff in your hands, you need to get into the back of the car, you don't want to set stuff down. I love that you can come to the back here. If you've got the intelligent key on you, you can just kick a foot in and out from under the rear bumper, and the power hatch will open for you. They've continued that over on these 23 Rogues. I'm so glad they did. Now let's look inside. In 2023, Nissan left it much more the same. We've got a level load floor on the in and out of the back of the cargo area. You're not having to lift things up and out to get things out of the back of the Rogue. I like that. They did it before. I'm glad they didn't mess with that. Again, you got a nice chrome finisher bumper protector here so you can't scratch things on your bumper, scratch the paint when you're taking cargo in and out of the back. Nissan kept the divide and hide system. They really fucked up here. I don't know why they did this. They got rid of the top shelf of it so you can't hide Christmas gifts and stuff from your kid. I liked that about the old Rogue, hated about the new Rogue. Oh well, I'm not a designer. I just sell the things. They kept this function. I love this function. You can set this part of the divide and hide up. You can keep your groceries from rolling around in the back. Still hardened composite plastic here. I think these things handle up to 250, 300 pounds of cargo. They can be taken out. You can drop them down below here if you want to gain a little height in your cargo area. That was very legit that they kept that. I like they kept that. You still get the cargo mats back here, the carpeted ones. Nice fit and finish back here. Still have your jack and tire tools over on this side. And of course you've got a 60/40 split bench seat here with like a cargo mat on the back of it. So you can fold these seats down if you've got something a little longer or bigger stuff you want to haul. Gotta love it. You have buttons right up here. A lock button, unlock button if you want to lock and unlock your car from back here after you've loaded stuff in. And of course another button to shut the hatch. On the back here you get the wiper to help you see out the back. Of course you got a backup camera and a 360 around view monitor on this. I'll show you once we're looking at inside there. Nissan's got the nice bold Rogue right there on the back. I like that. Of course, this is the SL all-wheel drive. We'll get into that here in a second when we go inside. But let's go find a shady spot and take a look inside. One of the nice things I like about Rogues in general is the easy entry in and out of the back seat. If you've got kids, you know what I mean. Nissan Rogue, 90-degree opening door. 90 degrees on the back door. You don't see that a lot on these midsize SUVs. Another thing I like, Nissan got on board with this. They got these sunshades. You can get this on the SL. Boy, if you got kids in back of the car, you know they love these. I like these built in. I like you don't have to go buy something, have the suction cups to hold it on the window there. Very slick, cool design. I'm glad Nissan did that. Nissan really, they think about families. I like that they've done that. Let's take a look inside the car here. So here I am in the back seat of the car. Again, SL, beautiful leather in these. Anything below the SL, you don't get the leather interior. If you can afford it, I definitely recommend it. I love the leather interior in these. As you can see, I'm about 6 foot tall. I've got really nice legroom here. You have theater seating in the Rogue, so I do sit a little higher than the front row, which is cool because I can see out the windshield. Even though I'm in the back seat, I've got a perfect vision right now, or a line of sight to see. We've got vents back here. Your second row passengers get the vents in the back of the console. And then also there's some climate controls right here. You can turn the temperature up and down. It's a tri-zone climate control in these Rogues, not dual climate control like most of the competitors. Get map pockets in the back of the seats. My daughter's always sticking crap in here. I always find all kinds of things in there. You'll see your headrests are adjustable here for the front seat. Same thing for the back. These will even pop off if you need them off. Center part here. If you just got 4 people driving in the car, you got this nice armrest. Cup holders here, bottle holders in the doors. God dang, these are nice vehicles. Of course, I used to call these oh shit handles. I've changed my mind on what these are. These are super convenient tripod mounts. If you got a YouTube channel about cars, you can mount a tripod on these things. I guess other people hang on to them. I don't know. That's my new name for them. Super convenient tripod mounts. Latch system back here. For those that have kids in car seats, you know all about latch. Super safe, awesome way to mount car seats in vehicles now. Very easy to get them in and out. Of course, the Rogue's got that. You can put 3 car seats back here and haul the family around. So now I want to move up to the front seat. We're going to move up to the front seat. I'm going to talk about all the features on this thing, and we're going to drive it. So let's move to the front seat. Okay guys, now I'm in the driver's seat of the car. I want to go over all the features with you up front here. Got some outstanding stuff on these Rogues. I'm going to start on this side over here. Of course, you've got your usual, you actually have a lock here to keep the kids from being able to roll down the windows and unlock the doors. And then you've got your power windows, power mirror controls, and of course your power locks. With this being an SL, you've got your memory seats right here. Check it out here. You got your two-tone brown to black. I like that, how it kind of breaks up the dash in these, and the interior having that brown to black. Of course, you've got leather on your sides of your doors, your armrest here. This is all leather. You've got this. It's almost looks like a painted brushed aluminum finish here, black. That's part of your trim in here. You'll see it here on the console as well. You've got a real slick, like polished black trim piece here with a little chrome accent that breaks up the rest of the dash. I'm going to come over here. Of course, you've got your vents can be opened and closed. You gotta love that. Got a button here. This turns off your Pro Pilot. I'll talk to you about Pro Pilot right now, so you know. This is your cruise control here. Turns the cruise control on. This is where you set your cruise. Of course, is your acceleration, deceleration. There's your intelligent cruise control button. That sets your distance in between you and the car in front of you. So if they slow down, it's going to slow you down. If they speed up, it's going to speed you up within where you have your cruise control range set. That Pro Pilot, that's going to steer for you. You're going to feel that thing steering when you're out on the highway, keeping you centered in your lane. Very cool technology. If you want it turned off, so you're not feeling it center you in the lane, you hit that button there, it turns it off. You got a power hatch button right here. There's also one on the key fob, and this brightens and dims your display up here. These buttons here, of course, when I hit this button, you'll see moves between the different screens. Digital speedometer right in between analog gauges. Love it. All your other settings you can customize there. Really cool. Volume controls there. Skip ahead on your tracks. Got a horn. This is telescoping wheel, so it can come back at me, go up and down. Of course, SL means you've got paddle shifters on each side of the wheel in case you go into manual shift mode. You've got your wiper controls right here, and of course your turn signal on the other side. I'll push this in there. Up here, very nice, big, look at that. That's a big display there. You've got to love that. Throw it in reverse. You've got the around view monitor. You can see where the vehicle, the intended course of the vehicle. Really cool. Love this here. You can see all around you. This car does have rear cross traffic alert. It's going to throw up warnings and stuff. Even if you try to back into something that's stationary, this thing's going to be hollering at you, telling you not to. I got to put it in park. Whoops. Of course, you got navigation. You won't see a CD player on here. That happens. CD players are getting phased out. You can also, this has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can run the navigation off your phone up there as well on the screen. Of course, it's all touchscreen too. Knobs and buttons. You know me. I'm always going to be messing with those knobs and buttons. Of course, you can connect 6 different phones in this thing. Love that. Whole family can have their phone connected. You guys can be DJing for each other going down the road. Down here, I got the AC on. It's still fairly hot here in Kansas. We're going into fall. 61 degrees out right now. Still a little hot for me. I run hot. You got heated seats. You got heated steering wheel. Dual climate, right? Also tri-climate. Like I was saying, you can control in the back as well. Got some chargers here. One right here. Let's take a look at this. I can't remember. This model doesn't have the cordless charger right there. Nice sleek shifter in these things now, much like my old Leaf. I like the shifters like this. These modern shifters are cool because you're not hitting the shifter when you're reaching for your drink. Cup holders here, bottle holders in the doors. Right here, parking brake. Right here, easy to operate, little button. Auto hold, I've gone over that before. Holds the vehicle for you while you're at a stop until you hit the gas. And right here are my drive selectors. I've got eco mode, sport mode. This is just your regular mode here. You got a snow mode and a mountain mode. Really cool. Really cool. The console, look at that, like a bomb bay door on a bomber. You can also just open one side. If one person on the, say on that side just needs to look in there, they can just open that side. Nice deep console. Got a little cubby there. Gorgeous leather interior. You do get a power seat on this side. Passenger gets like a 6-way power seat. Got an 8 or a 10-way on the driver's side. They've brought it back. Listen, enough people complained. Nissan was doing away with HomeLink in their mirrors. We've got it back now. It's up here. Monochromatic mirror. Up top here, I've got my spot. I love this. A place to put my sunglasses. And then, of course, you've got a big-ass panoramic sunroof in this thing. That opens the shade there. It's like one touch gets it to there. Second touch opens it all the way up. All the way to the back. And then this button here will, of course, open that sunroof. I'm not a sunroof guy, but boy, I've met a lot of people that are out on the lot. And it's a function some people just can't live without. But they're all one touch. Opens and shuts nicely. Smooth, and it's not really too loud. Bose stereo in this thing. It's an SL. Coming up from that SV Premium I did in the previous videos, you get a really nice sound out of this thing. I don't want to play any music for you because I don't want to get hammered for copyright infringement. But in a nutshell, that's the interior of the SL Rogue in 23. So I'm going to mount up my camera tripod on what I used to call oh shit handles. Now I'm calling them super awesome tripod mounts. Let me mount this tripod up and then let's do a little driving test. I've really gotten into my acceleration and braking and stuff on these cars. It's nice to be able to do that. So let me set that up real fast and we'll check that out. All right, guys, I've got the camera mounted up. Let's check this out. I'm excited to check the performance of this thing. I have driven one of these a little bit on the streets around town and just on a test drive or two, and I could already tell way more power than before. These Rogues have way more get up and go than the old ones, which was a major complaint with customers before. And honestly, I leased a Rogue, my wife and I, for 3 years, and that's one thing I didn't like about our Rogue. When you went to pass people, there wasn't a lot of oomph there. 201 horsepower in this thing with the turbo, a 3-cylinder turbo, and this thing's got so much power in the old 2.5. Don't get me wrong, 2.5 in an Altima is awesome engine. And it was a great engine in the Rogue. They're super reliable. This thing packs a punch. So here we go. I'm not even doing 0 to 30 because we're going to get there so fast. I'm going to do like 0 to 45 and then stop. Let's just see how fast it is. I'm going to go on the brake, and here we go. Squealed the tires, and I am already doing 45, and I'm coming to a stop, and that's fast. That's some good brakes. These things are so much better than they used to be. Nissan has just nailed it on this 23. Turning circle, very tight on these things. I don't know what benefit the tightness of the turning circle is, but I guess really if you wanted to use these as a taxi cab, you can turn this thing. I'm doing it within 5 parking stalls. I'm doing a complete 360 around. On a faster turn, you don't get as much body lean in these. They've got a pretty decent sway bar set up in these front and back. These are an independent front and rear suspension. You can really tell it. This thing's throwing it all over the yeah, great handling on these things. Vast improvement over the 20 Rogue and 21. I think it was 22 is when we got our body style change. This 23 is freaking awesome. So much more power. The brakes are always good because it's Nissan brakes, and Nissan's just, they make safe vehicles. But boy, run out and get one of these if you can. I like them. I didn't like the old Rogue we had. We had a 17 Rogue. I wasn't a fan of it. My wife loved it. I would be more apt once we're done with our Altima to get another one of these Rogues. They're really nice. Great change. Well, guys, that's about it for the 2023 Rogue. I just wanted to show this thing to you today. Definitely, if you got any more questions about it, look me up. I'm Travis Taylor from Capital City Nissan, Topeka, Kansas, also known as the Salsa Robot on YouTube. Please give me a like, click on subscribe. That helps me out. Try to do a video for you every single day. I'm going to get something going for you tomorrow, too. I'm going to do a video, I think, on a new Pro 4X Frontier or something. But you all have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.